So, man, coming up in Appleton, would you say you had a normal childhood?
No.
Talk to me about it.
Just, it wasn't like your regular household. My mom had a boyfriend that she was with for 12 years. He worked in construction. And, you know, a lot of my childhood, honestly, I didn't remember till I got older because I blocked a lot of it out. And I think because of the drug use, too.
What was it? Do you know? I mean,
A family member?
a family member?
Yeah.
How long did that go on for?
I'm not sure because I can't really remember all of it. Like, I think other things happened to me too, but it's too disgusting to even talk about. I think my family was trying to protect me for a really long time. You know, some people, I read about it, it's like they almost can get amnesia from going through severe trauma.
Yeah.
It does. And I literally, like, I think I have brain damage from it almost because my memory was so bad. Like, I would just forget things all the time. And since, like, later on, like, now in my life, the truth is being exposed more to me. Like, I've gotten closer to God. And, I mean, my life, the things that have happened to me almost sound unbelievable that the people would do these horrific things, you know?
Talk to me about some of them.
I mean, I have been sex trafficked.
What's happening, Midwest Street Talk fam? Welcome back to another powerful episode where we shed light on the real stories of the homeless, addicted, and mentally unstable. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button and join the Street Warriors where we stand up for those who need a voice. Let's get it. Now, hey man, thank you for kicking it with Midwest Street Talk. Man, who do I have here today with me?
My name is Marisa.
Marisa, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And Marisa, where are you from?
Appleton, Wisconsin.
A-Town, shout out Appleton, okay. So did you go to high school here?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, okay, you graduated?
Yeah.
Okay, and did you do any college?
I went to college for a little bit, but then I dropped out. I was gonna go for a dental hygienist.
Oh, wow, for real?
Yeah, but actually, honestly, I really wish I would have gone for, like, psychology, because it really interests me. Just the human brain with, like, trauma and how people deal with things, so.
And how old are you?
I'm actually 30.
Wow, you look good for your age. Whoa.
Thank you.
Man, you know, it's never too late to go back to school either, just to, you know, encourage you on that. So it's like, it's not that you should have did, it's like, you can just go right back to school.
Right.
So, do you have any kids?
I do. I have one son.
Okay, and have you been married?
Yes, I'm married, but we're, like, separated right now. So.
Okay, separated. Okay, and did you have your mom and your dad in your household when you were coming out?
No, just my mom.
Just your mom. Okay. And what did you know who your dad was, or he just wasn't there present?
He just wasn't really present for my childhood.
Okay. And do you have any contact with him right now, or?
Yeah. I mean, we have more contact now that I'm older, but since the turn of events have happened in my life, a lot of my family, I haven't really talked to them. Talked to them.
What about siblings? Do you have any siblings?
I do. I have one sister.
Nice. Okay. How's their relationship?
It's good. It has its ups and downs, but it's good.
Is she your younger sister?
She's my older sister.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to older sister. So, man, coming up in Appleton, would you say you had a normal childhood?
No.
Talk to me about it.
Just, it wasn't like your regular household. My mom had a boyfriend that she was with for 12 years. He worked in construction. And, you know, a lot of my childhood, honestly, I didn't remember till I got older because I blocked a lot of it out. And I think because of the drug use, too, that obviously played a part in it. But I was molested when I was younger.
Sorry.
Yeah.
What was it? Who was it? Do you know? I mean,
A family member?
Family member?
Yeah.
How long did that go on for?
I'm not sure because I can't really remember all of it. Like, I think other things happened to me too, but it's too disgusting to even talk about. think my family was trying to protect me for a really long time. You know, some people, I read about it, it's like they almost can get amnesia from going through severe trauma, where they literally block out pieces of their childhood, where I don't remember certain instances of my childhood.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah.
Trauma, it's the body. I mean, it's pretty much your brain trying to protect itself and you. And it, you know, at that time, the trauma blocks the severity of the trauma you're going through. It blocks your memories out.
Really finding my calling.
That's amazing.
I do believe God has chosen people here on this planet to expose the truth.
Yep.
And I've always gotten crucified for exposing the truth, and people wanted to call me crazy and that I'm this and that. No, it's just they're trying to cover up, you know. I mean, my life, the things that have happened to me almost sound unbelievable, that the people would do these horrific things, you know.
Talk to me about some of them.
I mean, I have been sex trafficked.
I'm so sorry, man.
Yeah.
I just want to let you know, man, none of this was your fault. None of it was, you know. And it's all right that you're feeling sad right now, and I'm here for you, okay? And I'm sorry you had to go through all of that. What age were you?
I don't know when it really stopped, to be honest with you, because it seemed like boyfriends that I've had in the past, one was trafficking me, found out about my past, and like the next one, you know what I mean? And it was happening in my sleep, so like they'd give you some type of drug where you sleep and then they would, you know what I mean?
I'm so sorry, man.
Yeah, and I don't really want to get into detail just because there are really bad people out there, you know, always watching, and you know what I mean? So, but it's a fucked up world, and it's really cold when you see how many people are on the other side, that people will do anything for money, and it's like, it's fucked up.
That's really sad, man. Hey, man, I just want to let you know as well, man, you got another big brother here, you know, that got your back now. You know, usually when I put people on the other side of this lens, they become family members, man. And, you know, it's okay to talk to me, man, and, you know, share your story, you know. As it liberates you, it liberates others that's been through something similar, you know?
Yeah, of course. And that's the thing, too. It's like people will look at you like, oh, you know, when I got older, I did things where, you know, I got on drugs because to numb the pain or to not try and remember things. And then I started, you know, sold my body here and there, and people think, oh, she's a prostitute. It's like people don't just wake up one day and say, I want to go be a prostitute. I want to go sell drugs. A lot of it has to do with trauma. It all boils down to trauma, most likely. That's what I think.
That's very true.
So
that is, you know, it's a word they use in the counseling world. It's called latent vulnerability, and sometimes that affects the things that happened to you in the past. It affects you now, and it affects the way you make decisions, the things you choose to consume, bad relationships, or even confrontations because of that past. You know, the trauma that you experienced in your past. But you were hitting something. You was hitting on something earlier when you said, you know, giving it to God. I know it's not an overnight thing, but you know, healing does come. It started to happen. You know, he does feel you. You know.
Well, and the thing is like, in my situation, there are things that were so crazy that happened to me that it was like, one of the people that caused me a lot of trauma, they dosed me up so much that I ended up meeting them later on and dating them, and then I was having flashbacks, and I'm like, this person hurt me a long time ago.
What?
It was, yeah, it's nuts. It doesn't, I'm telling you, it's crazy. Yes, they can dose you to where you forget things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Like it's a colonoscopy. That's what they do with colonoscopies. Like. Yeah. Whoa.
And then I started having PTSD, like flashbacks, and I'm like, you know what I mean? I remember things, and it's crazy how good my memory actually is. Like when you start to recover from things, you know. But I think my journey is just forgiveness. I think we all have lessons here to learn on earth, and I kept going through the same things. But God will only allow things to happen for so long until there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. And I think my main thing was what happened to me. You know what I mean? Like, kind of, when I went through that, I said I would never let anybody go through that, or my children. And then certain things happen where it's like, okay, I need to forgive people. Because, people will get you hooked on drugs, and they'll, try and pull you away from your kids, and then that's when they can make their moves, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Keep you distracted, whatever. So you really got to learn how to forgive. You never know if it could happen to you. You can't ever judge anybody, man. I'm telling you. You never know if you could be in their shoes. I didn't think I was going to be homeless, not having a car, not having this. I had all that. I had a job, a car, everything, a family, and you can all just be ruined.
I try to tell people that, man, that especially the people that, put their nose up, to people that's homeless. That's just another person that,
you don't know their life, man.
Exactly.
You don't know. And I was a functioning addict for years. No one said shit. I worked a job, you know what I mean? But every day I got my fix and I was fine. And it was like I was just covering up the pain. That's all I was doing. I was prolonging the healing. This is all a healing journey. And once you start to face those demons and those past traumas and realize, no, I'm not crazy. That did happen to me. You did hurt me. The past is real. Then that's when you start to heal and really forgive those people for what, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Because I truly believe there's innocence in all of us. But when we're younger and we're exposed to severe traumatic events or sexual abuse, whatever, for prolonged periods of times, that's how mental illness is developed, with either schizophrenia or personality disorder, because it's a way that you can kind of just block things out or turn into these characters where it's like you're not that person.
Yep. To adapt with the pain you're going through.
Yes.
The trauma.
Yep. It's like a shield. Yep. So.
That's deep, man. It's like, I think you should have went into the field of psychology.
I'm telling you, man.
You're on point with a lot of your things you're saying. I did studies myself, man.
Yes, it's very interesting. Very interesting. And that's why I think it's like, okay, yes, my past is ugly and disgusting, and whatever happened to me was horrible, but I'm going to take that pain and I'm going to turn it into something good so I can help other people.
There you go.
I always said I would love to start some type of place for there needs to be more places for victims of sex trafficking. This is something we're not talking about enough.
Yeah, you're right.
And I think it's fucked up that people want to just turn a blind eye to shit. Because they're afraid or this or that. I've had people come at me and whatever. It's like I will speak the truth to the day I die. That is one thing that I take pride in. And I think that's why God has allowed me to, you know what I mean, always get through these rough situations. Because a story does need to be told. All of our stories need to be told, and some stories are really messed up. We can all learn from them.
Yeah.
So.
You ever? I usually tell people this very significant terminology. It's called your misery becomes your ministry. So all of the things that you went through that made you feel miserable, it's now things that you minister and help people with. Because God's gonna start sending people to you. Once your healing is once you start to heal more, and He knows you're able to deal with certain matters, He's gonna start sending younger ladies to you that has been through something similar, and then they need that light turned on in the tunnel to know how to get through.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I think I was shielded for a very long time. So my trauma, it was like no one ever told me you were molested when you were younger, you were trafficked, this and that, because they wanted to cover up the truth.
Wow.
And I don't know if it was because they were afraid of whoever these people were, or organizations, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But that's really what it was, I think. And then once I got older, I started realizing, like, okay, there's a reason why I am the way I am. People aren't just the way they are for no reason.
Yeah.
And I started realizing things and catching on to things, and just having these these breakdowns, and with the drug use, and I was a dancer for a long time, and then
Mac Double.